Hey YouTube, it's Chris with the Martial Alchemy channel, and we are on the second part of our exploration of the Beijing Tai Chi form. We're going to be doing a application breakdown of simple basic movements from the form, and then a intense workout at the end, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Let's get at it. Okay, so this is the second part of our Tai Chi breakdown, so this one builds off of the previous movement from the last video. You don't necessarily need to do it, but you can go back and watch that one if you want to figure out where we're starting from. So in the form, we start from the parting horse's main position, and then we're going to do white crane spreads at swing. So this back leg is going to gather, because we're in this elongated bow stance from here and our weight is on our forward leg, so we're going to shift forward with this back one, and then we're going to sit back into an empty step it's kind of like a cat stance, or you're just kind of pointing the toes down in this position, and that's it for the footwork. So we're in an elongated stance, we gather, and then we sit back. And application, well, I always tell my own students, we don't need to, like if a person were to attack you, you're in a sparring match, whatever, it's not, hold on a second, now I'm ready to do my technique, right? The form does the technique from this position, but you're in whatever stance you're in if you ever get attacked. So if you're, feel an attack coming on, go ahead and get into a ready stance. Hey, look, I'm already here. Or if I'm just walking down the street and a person attacks you, you jump into this position. Like that's the kind of idea. But a form picks up from whatever the last movement is. So we're going to do the same thing. So I'm in this elongated stance. This foot's going to come in. I'm going to sit back in my empty step. That's it. The basic breakdown of that movement. From here, as I gather in, this hand's going to turn over. This hand's going to come up. As I sit back, this hand's going to come up this direction, and then I'm going to turn my body back through here. That's the movement. So the hands, from here, we do our hold the ball, and then we brush, almost like wiping our arm up high here, and then this hand goes down like so. So think chopping out action and clearing out action, and we're going to look at how that works in application just the same. But quick breakdown, I'll turn sideways so you can see. We're here. In, as I enter, I'm in the hold the ball position. As I sit back, my arms swoosh, and then I turn the hips, turn the waist back into this position. Again, the form is going to go kind of big so you guys can see it. Like so, and then in application we'll break down those movements, and we're going to tighten everything up and make it more applicable to self-defense situation. Let's take a look at that in just a second. All right, so I got Mike here. Let's do the breakdown of technique. We're going to do 9 different versions of application. That seems like a lot, but they're all going to kind of build on each other. And then we're going to again do workout after this based on the 9 applications. So we're going to face each other. Very first thing, and I came up with 9 in about 10 minutes, 9 different versions of this. We could easily do an hour based on these types of movements. There's a lot behind each one of these sections, but for all of our sanity at this point doing these videos, we're going to break it down to just a couple movements. So Mike's going to start out with just a right punch to my face. He's going to come in this direction, like so. So I'm going to sit my body weight back. We actually had just finished, right before shooting this one, finished a video on slipping punches or dodging out of the way of them. It's the exact same thing. If I'm in this position, Mike throws a punch at my face, sitting back changes the line that my head is at so that I don't get hit. Useful skill. If you do any sort of like throwing arts, I'm sure you guys have seen ankle sweeps and things like that before. That empty step is a possible application of that. So as I'm sitting back through here, if he's stepping in to throw that punch, I can be sweeping that foot. So that's one bonus application. But we're not going to look at ankle sweeps today. We're just going to work on the arm opening. So Mike throws that first punch, and I'm going to do a dodge parry. So how this works is as he's striking, I'm here, and I'm going to swat this arm up. That's that crane spreads at swings position. So again, he's here. I'm knocking this up and out the way, like so. One more time. Here. Notice this hand is coming here. Here's our hold the ball position. And then this hand's going to swoosh up. And I'm going to cover into this position, knocking his hands out the way. Boom. That's it. Okay? So that's the very first one, dodge and parry. I'm going to the outside of his arm. The next one is dodge, parry, and chop low. So exact same setup as he's throwing the strike. I'm going to check, slip this out the way, and then right here, little liver strike, striking in this direction. My hips are rotating, striking into that position. I'm dropping into this stance, striking down. The palm is always going to be more powerful than the punch. Simple. It's just how we are designed as a human being. So I can put my entire body weight into that strike, not have to worry about rolling my wrists like you do if you punch a person. This is an extremely powerful, extremely painful strike that he's going to have to deal with in this position. So that's number 2, which is the dodge, parry, chop, low. The next one is the exact same thing, building on that with an added strike. So remember, in the form, we come back this position. Mike knows where this is going. 1, 2, hit, coming in this direction. He's smart throwing up that guard. As I'm doing this one, I can change this angle as needed, and this is coming right here to the bridge of his nose, chopping in right here with a smash.
One more time.
One more time. One more time. Mike loves that one. 1, hit through here. Chances are he juts forward, striking in this position. And then final bit of this, and I'm not going to, we didn't block this one out. Hopefully Mike stays on the screen. I'm not going to actually drop you. Go ahead, 1, 2. As I'm doing these, I'm stepping behind him. I can brace at the kidney, and then we get this little push-pull action, and I break his balance, and we can take him down to the ground. Again, let's actually switch positions so they can see that. Strike comes in, 1, 2, hit through here, striking in as distraction, and this hand immediately floats down here to his kidneys. I'm going to push these in. I'm going to take my body and I'll push this out, and that's going to break his structure, and we can do this as a drop. So that's the first little section working on to the outside of his arm. Let's take a quick little break, and then we're going to look at the inside of his guard. All right, so let's take a look at the inside of his guard. So Mike is going to start out with a left-right combo, so you can practice doing this. The first initial, making contact through here, doing that same clear. Now, I immediately have to watch out for that other hand as it's coming in. In the form, it's low. It's a low motion. There's nothing saying in a self-defense situation that training this motion doesn't also go high. Like I can do high in this position, covering out this way. From here, there's that follow-up strike right back here at the base. So 1, 2, and instead of going low, just go a little bit higher with this one, and then maintain that control through here. So again, boom, sorry, that was a little harder than expected. 1, 2, whop, coming back this direction. If he gives me the right-left, so 1, 2, this position, again, empty step is an opportunity to throw a strike to the groin, and then same idea, follow-up strike through there. 1, 2, strike, striking in this direction. Now, we always have an option for whichever 1, 2 he gives me, or here, as I'm stepping in, again, bracing back here, breaking his structure, driving him down, another takedown position through here. Let's take a quick little break, and then we're going to look at opportunities against grabs. All right, last 2 things that we're going to focus on are grabs. So if Mike does a left to right in this position, he grabs, he starts throwing a strike. This one comes up to that outward motion, the other hand's getting ready to do that parry, so we're here 1, and then it's similar to what we've done so far. I'm going to bring this hand back down, strike through, strike in this position, like so. We have options 1 to this position as it's coming out. I've parried through here, covering this hand, whoosh, striking back in, like so. So again, this hand, break this part down, peel this hand up, now we're peeling from the weak spot, and there's that hip rotation, bringing it into that posture. As soon as I break it from here, again, I don't need to go big wide out here. It's as soon as I break this, we're into this position, chopping back this way. And the other hand is, go ahead and grab on. And the other hand is covering whatever this happens to be. There's that strip, there's that posture, boom, and then striking in this direction. And then this way. So this is his right arm to my left arm. As he's throwing this punch, this comes up to cover. Again, stripping this out from the weak spot, right? Grab on again. As I'm peeling this out, this hand comes up, covers, and then we're just back to where we started. We're on the outside, and I can break his structure down here, do the strikes to the ribs, do the strikes to the face. Again, just real quick, simple, basic ways that we can practice that one simple rotating through and then opening and coming back with this big chop. I hope you guys liked that. Let's take a look at our quick little workout, and then we'll call it a day. All right, quick little workout to build this into muscle memory. We're only going to do 4 rounds. The first one is going to be the clear action, like so. So stripping the arm, clearing the arm, clearing the arm. We'll do 20 reps of those. Then we're going to do 20 reps with the low strike. Exact same thing, 20 reps with the high strike and then putting it together, boom, boom, for 4 rounds. If that's not enough for you, press rewind, go to the other side and practice it that way. You should practice both sides equally. All right, so let's get at this. We're gonna do 20 reps. I'm just gonna face my opponent. I wanna get in range. I wanna visualize the attack coming in. So say this punch is coming at my face. I want to check, hold my ball position, clear it up out the way. Let's do 20 reps of those. Ready? And 1, 2, 3. Notice how movement isn't very big. I'm just twist of the wrist, twist of the waist, move, move, hold, cover. That's it, 20 of them. Next one, exact same motion, do the cover. And at the same time, this hand is coming down right here into the bag. So let's do it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. All right, the next one, chopping back in. Ready? 1, 1A. Last one, doing both cover, hit, hit, back to guard. Ready? Last one, and finish it. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff, and leave a comment below if you guys do any of this type of training on your own. I'd love to hear about it. See you next time.